Newsom toured the one-day vaccination site flanked by San Diego's political leaders. He was promoting the efforts the state has made in trying to reach its most vulnerable and provide easy access to vaccines, and especially the progress that San Diego has made on this front.
This county, this city, is leading the way in the state of California.
The vaccination site came after days of efforts by community organizations to sign people up for an appointment. Newsom said by leading with community organizations as trusted messengers and targeting communities most impacted by COVID-19, San Diego is on the path to a broader reopening.
This state is the only state in the country that has committed 40% of all of its first doses to be set aside under an equity framework, which will allow cities and counties like San Diego to move more quickly through these tiers, ultimately getting to a green tier, which we'll be talking a lot more about next week.
City Heights is home to thousands of undocumented older people, many of whom were impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic. Last year, Newsom removed a budget allocation for expanding Medi-Cal to that community. Even though he said the state is poised for a full economic recovery, he did not commit to including that expansion in May, when the legislature revisits the budget.
We're in a completely different place because of our budget surplus and the support coming from the federal government, but I'm also mindful a lot of that is one time. And so we have to be mindful as we prioritize and set aside those investments, how we do that.
City Heights Council member Sean Elo Rivera toured the vaccination site with the governor and volunteered there on Friday. He said that the lack of a permanent vaccination site in City Heights shouldn't stand in the way of access to the vaccine.
What it really comes down to is saying these people are a priority. They're having a hard time accessing the vaccine. And asking the question then, what do we need to do in order to cut through the barriers that they're facing? Whether that means transportation, whether that means historical discrimination and very good reasons for distrust of the medical field, and being really intentional about the outreach necessary in order to do that.
The vaccination event in City Heights will be followed this weekend by similar events in Barrio Logan and other immigrant communities. Max Rivlin-Nadler, KPBS News.